against Pitt, did you guys were you looking at each other at one point just going, we're on one tonight?
Yeah, when we were hitting all those threes, I was just on the bench like, oh my gosh, like, we're killing it. But yeah, it was really fun just to see how, like, we're just hitting all those open shots and just getting our game going.
Well, you just said open shots, so what is happening in your system to create those open shots?
Just like dribble drive, attacking, and a lot of teams will collapse just because we attack really well. So then when they collapse, just hit that open person. It's just also having that IQ as well.
Obviously, your point totals are standing out, but how do you think you've grown from last year defensively?
Yeah, I've grown a lot. Honestly, my defense fuels my offense. Like, I'm put a lot of emphasis on getting stops and not letting anyone score on me. But it's grown a lot simply just from, like, putting in extra work with our strength coach. And Coach Green, we always talked about, like, trying to get Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. So that's one of my goals.
What's kind of been the key for you the last couple of games? I mean, of getting to the point totals that you've been able to get to?
Honestly, just staying in attack mode and just being aggressive on the offensive end. And, you know, I just want to win, and whether it's through rebounding, scoring, boxing out, I just want to do it all.
When you came to Illinois and you knew you have these opportunities against top 5 opponents, you know, how much do you kind of look forward to playing these kind of games, and how much is this an opportunity for this team?
Yeah, it's a big opportunity. It's really exciting to think about, you know, like, not being ranked and playing a ranked team. It gives us a different type of feel, you know, but it's just really exciting.
How has your game evolved from last year to where you're at now, and what has the staff done to help kind of unlock or further that for you?
Yeah, I feel like I've expanded my three-point game, and that just came from getting a lot of reps in the gym. I know I told the coaches that I want to work on that and not just be a slasher and driver. So just staying consistent with my shooting and just building that confidence.
This team doesn't have a whole lot of size. Tell me about how important it is for you to get on the glass, especially the offensive glass. Is that something that Coach Green has emphasized for you?
Yeah, actually in practice we do a lot of box out drills and rebounding drills. It's just really important. And we know we're not the biggest team, so it's just really important to do the small things on defense.
Has that always been a strength for you, getting inside, or is that something new this year?
Oh, no, that's always been my strength. Growing up, they'll call me LeBron. Yeah.
Coach kind of talked about, I think in the Delaware game, you played the 4 some, you know, and she's saying that that's something that you're going to maybe be playing more this season. How much of a challenge was that initially for you, and how have you kind of adjusted to, you know, having to do that defensively and guard bigger players potentially?
Yeah, initially it was just a challenge remembering, like, the plays at the 4 because I'm so used to just remembering the guard spot, you know. But just guarding bigger players, I'm not really fazed by that. Like, I'm up to the challenge. I want to guard whoever, you know, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes for the team.
What has the start done for you guys to reinforce the message that the coaches came in here with, and why do you think it's happened like it has?
Yeah, I think it's just the coaches did really well with just putting the standard out there and pushing us to be our best and just put an emphasis on doing the little things. And we did have a really good start, and it just builds a lot of confidence for us all.
What do you know about Indiana? What have you seen on film from that team?
They're a really solid team, really disciplined. They like to play in transition. They have a lot of shooters.
Why have the transfers, a lot of transfers? Why has it worked so well with you guys? And what has their impact been on this team?
Yeah, everyone who transferred has brought a lot to the team. Like, I just would say we have a lot of, like, shooters now. I feel like last year we didn't really have many shooters, and everyone just brings something different. I feel like we done well with, like, gelling it together and learning each other.
How much different does that make your life with shooters kind of around you?
It makes it a lot easier. I can kick it out and know, like, it's gonna go in.
What have you kind of seen from Akira these last 2 games? Not just be a scorer, but a facilitator. I think she got 20 assists in the last 2 games for you guys as a team.
Yeah, Makara, she's amazing. I just like her game, and I can always count on her to, like, just feed us the ball and just get us going. But she's done a lot for us in every area on the floor. I'm just glad to have her here.
Do you remember your initial impression from the staff? Because, like, every staff comes in with we're going to do this, and this. But, like, do you remember the impression when you started to see maybe some of that turn?
Yeah, when they first came in, I was a bit nervous because I didn't know how it was going to be. But after our meeting, like our first meeting with Coach Green, I was like, okay, yeah, like, this is going to be good. Because she wasn't, like, enforcing anything. She was like, look, we're on a journey together. We're going to get better. and that's what I can promise you. And I feel like I had built that trust with her early on simply because, like, she put that vision on us.
What did the dog What would the Delaware loss, like, what would that do? Did it reset or kind of refocus? Did it do anything like that? Or anger? I don't know. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough loss, but honestly, I feel like we took that opportunity to grow and learn. We didn't hang our heads. We didn't say, oh, here we go. No, we said, okay, let's go. Let's focus on this next game. Let's bounce back.
McKenzie told me before the season, you know, one of the reasons she wanted to come here was to change kind of the reputation of this school. Has this been a focus of this team to kind of change what maybe people perceive of this school, and how much of an opportunity is it against Indiana to do that?
Yeah, I just remember last year it was really hard hearing like all the negative things, you know, a lot of people would say about us. Like, I hate losing and I hate hearing people like talk trash about it. So this year that has been like a focus, just to like rebuild the program and be different. Like, we don't ever worry about last year because that's not us. Like, we're new, and just going to this next game, it is a really good opportunity for us to like let people see us and just make some noise.
Coach kind of talked about she didn't watch film from last season. No film. She kind of treated it like a blank slate. What does that kind of mean? That, you know, maybe, you know, it was just a reset, you know, coach not paying attention to what the past had been, kind of like what you were talking about.
Yeah, it was a relief, honestly, because like it kind of helped me not worry about the past or look at the past. I'm like, okay, if coach not worried about it, I shouldn't be either. What
did she tell you she wanted to do for your game when she got here, just individually?
Expand my perimeter game, and I told her I wanted that because last year my percentage was like really low, and I wasn't confident with shooting the three, and I asked her to help me with that, and she did. Like, I'm really confident with shooting the three, and I'm just confident all around my game.
You said your goal, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. What will that mean? Is it just steals? What does it really mean to be the best defender in the Big Ten?
Just having that presence on defense, like whether it's taking a charge, getting steals, getting the defense rebound, it's just everyone on the floor. Like, I think defense is a mindset, and it's just having that aggression on that side of the floor, and I just want to have all of that.
Does that mean you want their number one scorer, at least if it's a guard?
Yes, I want to guard the best player all the time, whether it's a post or a guard. Yeah.